Today in Virginia and North Carolina, and all eyes appear to be on the Commonwealth as control of the General Assembly is at stake with every seat of the legislative body on the ballot. News 3 reporter Brendan Ponton has a look at the final push.
The polls open at 6 a.m. Tuesday in Virginia, including here at the Chrysler Museum in Norfolk, and there are a number of races here in Hampton Roads that could determine the balance of power.
Hold the House and flip the Senate.
Governor Glenn Youngkin has been at the forefront of the Republican strategy to bring people out to the polls, including rallies over the weekend in Hampton Roads.
This is it. This is a chance for us to fundamentally make sure our voice is loud. We must get the vote out.
Meanwhile, Democrats have been making the case Republicans will roll back laws they passed in recent years. Democratic House of Delegates leader Don Scott, who represents Portsmouth, says he believes Democrats can win the House.
I feel cautiously optimistic. The momentum is clearly on our side. I've seen that and I feel that. And so for the first time, I've said this probably in the last few days, that I think we got this thing.
A Democratic majority in the House could put Scott in line to become the first African-American Speaker of the House in Virginia, a powerful position for the Hampton Roads lawmaker.
I think if we win the majority in both, I think people will be making a choice that they believe in the future of Virginia. It's not that they're just voting against something.
While Election Day is Tuesday, more than 750,000 people have already taken advantage of early voting, which is actually down, though, from 2021. Every seat of the General Assembly is on the ballot, but the nonpartisan Virginia Public Access Project estimates it will all come down to 11 races they've deemed competitive, including 4 here in Hampton Roads, like the Senate race between Danny Diggs and Monty Mason on the peninsula. Political analyst Dr. Eric Claville says it could take a while to determine which party is in power.
I believe that it's going to be a very close race, both in the Senate and the House. Whichever party wins, it's going to be a slim majority for their control in both the House and the Senate.
The polls are open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday in Virginia and from 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. in North Carolina. In Norfolk, Brendan Ponton, News 3.
If you need a ride to